everybody, how are you? My name's Iris Smith and I'm the owner of a small business called The Flower Patch, and at The Flower Patch I make beautiful artificial flower arrangements for all occasions. Right guys, thank you so much for your wonderful messages and also your lovely comments concerning the emerald green and gold wreath that we did yesterday. Today it is late. I have had to do my grocery shopping this morning and I've had to go into town to buy myself a new mobile phone which I am recording on, which has got me more gigabyte or memory, or I don't know, I'm rubbish with technology like that. But anyway, it's bigger so I don't run out of memory, it's quicker and the battery powers last longer, and etc, etc. So fingers crossed. So today I'm going to do a wreath, but it's going to be a basic one, and it's also, you know, with it being quite late today, so but I wasn't going to let you down guys. So I'm going to just do a basic wreath with just foliage and a red poinsettia and some red berries and a ribbon. So the berries that I think these actually are, oh my goodness, what they're called. I forget about these. Let me move on, it might come to me. But I'm going to use just this as the bow, just no more, but just a single bow like this, well, ribbon, and make it big loops, but not the bows that I usually do where you have perhaps like 10 or 12 loops on. It's not going to have that many. I've cut this poinsettia down ready, and I've got a beautiful red velvet poinsettia. Isn't that divine? It's like rippled effect on the petals and I think they're lovely. I've also got out just some flocked cypress leaves. I've only got, I think, 5 out that I've taken out that I want to use. And of course I want to try and use the last of these, what I've got as a cut out of the packages, my conifer. And I also want to put a bit of softness in, so I'm going to place in my sage leaves with like the sugar effect on them. I don't know if you can see where they are like slightly glistening. I've also got out, just in case I'd like to add some silver dollar eucalyptus as well, because I do like Christmas arrangements with the silver dollar eucalyptus in. And last of all, I've cut down 2 pieces off of a garland of pine, because I'm going to add those in as one. I'm not cutting them down, I'm just going to place them in like that, because the let me just move my cat guys. Now I know, because the wreath, what we're doing, I considered doing it just at the bottom like so, going up, and that is all. So that is what I'm wanting to do. I'm trying to think of what these are called guys. It's going to irritate me now. They're not pomegranates, they're oh, there's the other one and I just can't remember. I bet you're all screaming at the screen. Oh, if I can't remember, I'm sorry. I know what they are. They're not just the berries, they're another thing. But hey ho, we all get moments like this, don't we guys? So first of all, I'm going to take this off, so I want to measure the bow when we do it. I'm going to do the bow first because I want to see how big I want to do it. So I'm going to bring this camera down while I sit down and do the bow excuse me, to see if it fits well. The wreath that I'm using is a grapevine wreath and it is 12 inches. I thought I'll go smaller and get a 12-inch one and show you what you can do with a 12-inch. Some people think these are quite small and they prefer the 14, 16 and so on. I do tend to, you know, usually work on the 14, but occasionally I get customers who ask for smaller wreaths, so I do have to keep, you know, that in mind and keep some in stock as well. So we're going to do that. So let me just alter the camera It's cold in here. So I'm just going to see if I can zoom in a little bit. So be aware, guys, it might be too much. Oh, there we go. That doesn't seem that bad. So I'll place that there. Oh my goodness, it is chilly. Put that over there. So what I'm wanting to do, let me just get this, because no, you stay there. So I'm wanting to basically have just some loops on loops, and because I want the poinsettia here, I want the loops to be coming out at the side, but I don't want the big bows that I tend to do, and I'm just considering about the tail ends. I might go slightly longer, do I? No, that was enough. So I'm going to do the tail ends at 8 inches. So that's what we're going to do. Oh, let me not forget my cup of coffee. So I'm going to bring that tail end down here. I don't know actually, do I have it so it's going over? Yeah, I'm going to do that. And then I'm just going to twist. Now I could go to 6 inch, but I want to go slightly bigger because with all the foliage, it's going to make it, you know, hide most of the bow. So I want to at least show some of the bow. So I'm going to go 7 inch. And that's just the first bit. So that's 7 inch for those two. And then I'm going to come back again. And I'm just going to go 6.5 inch. On either side, twist. Measure 6.5 inch. I think I'm going to do another 2, guys, because I only wanted to use the 1.5 inch ribbon, and then I'm going to go to 6 inch. So like that, and then I'm going to cut. I'm not having a long tail end there. And I'm going to get a little bit more. If I just move that, so sorry. And I'm going to eyeball it with a similar length to that one, and also here as well. And then just cut off this little bit as well. I don't want a little piece in the middle because it's going to be hidden, because the poinsettia, as you can see, will sit over the centerpiece. So let's just get our cable tie, thread it through underneath all the ribbon, just pull it up. Let me grab, and then I'll twist the cable tie around the back. I've got a floral wire that I'm placing through the center of the cable tie, and then I'm just going to pull. So I'm not doing anything, you know, specifically out, you know, big with the bow. I'm just having the loops because they're going to be going either side of the poinsettia. So I'll just grab my floral wire, just twist my bow, not my wire, because it can have a tendency to snap, depending on what gauge or gauge it is. Bring that one down there, like so. So I'm going to, I think I'm going to just do a diagonal cut today. So I want to be going this way on one. And then cut it like that. Is that the way, guys? Or was it the other way? Oh my goodness. I could tell I've not been in here this, most of the day. That's it. Sorry. You'll have to forgive me, guys. Wrong way. I'm going to do the same on the bottom. So the shorter pieces in the centre. So yeah. That's right. That's right. And then with us having these, we will fluff our loops up. And it's just going to be, they're going to be on top of each other like so. So you've got it like that with your two tail ends at the top and the bottom. So I'm going to want to be placing that around here. I want this to go in first. So, oh, I forgot my weaving needle, what my friend Linda told me to get. And now my friend Colette uses them. I've passed it on, Linda, to my friends and they're using them now. So I'm just going to go in line with the hook. Pull it through, bring your weaving needle through. And that does it without any hesitation. It's the best thing I could have ever had. And then grab the other, as you can see here, and all I do is place it like you would your cotton, and then just bend the little bit of the end of the wire so it doesn't come out as I'm threading it through. I don't want to go in the same place, so let's bring that one through as well. Look at that, guys, just like that. It's like magic. 1, 2, 3. I had to count them. I've got the silly head on today. And then grab your floral wire at the back, pull and then twist. I twist about 1 inch, no more than that. Cut off the excess. And then I bend the wire back in. You can use clippers to do this, cutters, but I bend it back inside the wreath. And I can now straighten up my bow. And then I'm going to place in just under here, in between these two tail ends, the poinsettia. So let's just cut this a little bit shorter. I'm going to just push up my poinsettia for the moment while I place it in. So I've got a better grip. Place some glue. Get it in one of the holes. That's it. And I'm going to sit it upright. So then now the bow is down here. You've got these here, these across, like so. You can just bring them up, because they will come up anyway once you start placing in your foliage underneath, that they will sit like that. So let's just open now our lovely poinsettia. Get that fluff off. And bring. So you have it like that. And again, all your foliage that you place underneath will lift those up to the side of the poinsettia, so you have that sort of effect. And if you want more tail ends and you think, oh, I've attached it now, but I think I need more tail ends, just cut a bit of your ribbon off, pinch it at the top, place a cable tie or a pick on it, and then just add another one in the center. I may do that because I do like to work in threes, so we may do that later. Just get the hook to make sure I can move. I've put this hook on so it can be moved if it's not in the right position. I've started doing that instead. I usually tie a knot here so it doesn't move, but I'm not doing it now, so I can just, it's not going to make any difference if I put the knot in. It's just so I can move it if it's not sitting correctly on the easel or with the weight of everything that's going in. So let me just, in fact guys, I might just do it sitting down. I'm not being lazy, but first of all, let's do it sitting down. I want to place in these. I think I've cut one longer than the other. Yeah, I have. So I'm going to cut just this one. I don't want them longer than each other. They're very hard. I need to get some proper heavy duty cutters for harder stems. So what I'm going to do, I will fluff these up once they are in, but I'm going to lift this up here, and I want these sitting around here. You can place them in now, and then if you've got a glue gun, then place the glue on top once you've positioned it, or you can place glue on before you do it. We may need cable ties to hold this up because these are quite weighty. And if you're in the excuse me, in the UK and you're wondering where I got this from, the garland, I did get it from B&M. It was a 6-foot garland, like, you know, flocked with these mountain pines for £12. So I could use that one actually to go under here instead of a ribbon. So I may do that. So we'll do that. We'll do that, guys. So let me just dip it in our glue and then place it. If I can get my hands in the correct position. It's very stiff, this one. And then we're going to have to bend the stem slightly, and that's where we may have to place on another cable tie. So why don't I just get some, just grab a bunch of them. So we'll get the cable tie, we'll look for somewhere. I'm going to go around here where it's started to bend up the wreath. And I'm not going to go underneath the bottom. I'm going to go through like I did with the wire. So as you can see, it's coming through. And then I'm just, and our other floral, and that will hide the cable tie, our mechanics. Let me just get some of the pine out of the way so it doesn't get trapped. And now that one will hold that one in place. Cut the excess off from your cable tie. And that's your first one. I've left the pine cone on. So what I want to do is bring one down like that, as well as, if I can get it off. I can't see which one it belongs to. Oh my goodness, it's stuck. Oh, You know what, guys? Oh, it's stuck on all the pines. I'm going to take it off. And I'm going to place my own on. Cut these where they've got glue on. I don't like things that are full of glue for a customer. I mean, this isn't for a customer, but again, whatever I make, I do are always up for sale. Just snip these. There we go, that's better. So we'll bring that one down. That one's going to be like so. And again, if you feel, we just manipulate the ribbon so it's like that. And then that one's out. And I'm going to leave this one coming up. And that is going to be for other things to pop in. So let's take this one off. Oh, that one came off easy. Right, it's all hard because they've just, you know, whomever made these have just stuck the pine cones onto the needles, pine needles. So we're going to take those off where it's full of glue. And I'll grab my own. I may even put lotus heads in. I don't know yet. We'll see. So that's that one. So now let's lift this one up as well. Excuse me. And do the same with this. If I can find a big enough hole for it. Yeah. Like so. Get a cable tie. Position it into place, you know, just round it off, going up this wreath. Here's the stem of it. I'm going to go through the center of the wreath so it doesn't show underneath. Like so, and then cut the excess off of this one as well. So there we have it. So that one went down there. You had one coming in, one out, and one like that. Again, if you want to just slightly move, I mean, you can obviously push those down a little bit so your bow will come down. But if you wish to just slightly put a bit of movement in your loops, you can. And have it like that. Just fluff up our poinsettia petals again. So we've got it now like that. And this one that I've got spare, it hasn't got, if I pull that, a pick on it or a stem, or well, it's only got like half an inch or less than half an inch. So I'm wondering if I could just pop. Oh yes. So I'm going to put this in a bit of glue and use the tiny bit of stem that it's got on it and place it in a bit down here. So we've got it like that. So it's going all the way around. So I've just placed it in between the two tail ends. I could bring these up here or some of my own. And one down there, but I'll put those aside. I keep looking at these and what they're called. Oh, that's going to really bother me, guys, because I don't know what it is. I want to add in some of our sage leaves, but usually I place these around the bottom, but I may place some around the bottom and some on the top. But firstly I want to get in our eucalyptus. I've not prepared today, so you can cut this down. You don't have to have it this length. I think I may cut that bottom one off. Just place that there. I'm just seeing concerning how it looks. If it looks a bit too full. Yeah, take that one off as well. I'll save that and put it on a pick. So because I'm doing it like that, how many? 1, 2, so it's got 3 sets of sprigs on it. So let's just cut this one down. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Don't know that one. Just 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do that one like that. And I'll cut that one like so, and I'll save this stem that the eucalyptus was on. Just tidy it up a little bit, and I'll save it for if I need it for anything else. So that's back wrong way round. That's better. What I'm going to do with these, with our eucalyptus, I'm just going to bring it, put some under there, and again just entwine it, pop a bit of it through so it looks like it's all growing together. And do the same the opposite side. And I'm going to bring one around here, and I'm bringing them up to the top. Just want to make sure the leaves are the right way round. And that's a bit too long. Let's just shorten the stem a little bit. Bring some in this little gap here. One's fell off. So got one here that I can't find where it goes, so I'm going to place it on a pick and add it to the rest. Place that like so, and I've got one here that I could bring down underneath, so we don't need the other stem. So I'm going to go again under where I placed this, in between the two tail ends. Oops. And I'm going to have that slightly hanging down. I can just lift up the main stem a little bit, just to give that movement. I may have to take the poinsettia out and lift it a little bit because it looks quite deeply set. Now I've got, now let's see, again I don't want this to be coming out too far. Again, this is, I do like to do arrangements like this, you know, at a smaller budget, because again everything I do on tutorials is mainly quite big, so I do like to, you know, scale it down slightly and do things for people who don't have that sort of budget or that finance to, you know, pay for a lot. So I'm going to just open these up a bit. Just manipulate the stem just by bending it. And I'm going to bring these on top. Just like so, just to give it that different texture. Again, we'll open them up. I do like to just, you know, open up the leaves just by stroking my hand up from top to the bottom to just give it that, so they separate from each other. And then I'm going to go in here with this one. So again, what I do on one side, I do on the other. Just to give it different textures. And when I separate them, I just get my hand and I just stroke it all the way. I won't do it full. In fact, I'll move. For those who've not seen, I just get it. As you can see, they're all closed together in half, some of them, but majority of them. So all I do is just do that, rub from top to bottom. And occasionally you may have to just open them apart, bend the stem from left to right, a bit of curve on it, and then rub again, and there you have it. They've opened up like they're natural now, and they're not all squashed together. So there's some are sticking forward, some are sticking back. Let me do the other one. I think I've got another 2. So we'll do the same with this. Just fluff it up. I don't go obviously bottom to top because then you're just making it go flat together like this one. Then I just bend, as you can see, to the right at the bottom here, and then near the top part of the stem, bend it to the left. And then again, you can just run your hands down and it opens it up just a little bit more, which gives it more of a natural look than just placing it in flat like that. So we bend to the right, go to the top and bend to the left. You don't have to put a really deep bend or crease in it. And then that's opened it up. So we've got those. So let's get rid of all this snow. Oh, the snow's clearing now, guys, where I am. We've got black ice outside on the roads. So we have to be careful. And my car, oh, it's a rear wheel drive, so it is terrible in snow. All the back end of it slides. So I'm going to bring one probably around here as well on either side. And then I'm going to bring one down there because I'm going to have this bit just the longest piece with the tail ends, and the rest are going to be, you know, literally around this where the boundary is and our line on the perimeter. Excuse me. I'm not having it any more than that today. It's going to be different to show that I don't just do big wispy ones as much as I love them. So we're going to go in between here. And by using a garland as well, guys, it's done your job for you because it's got all these beautiful pines in. And by just placing a piece of it in, you're not having to fill it as much. So that's that one. Then the last one I want down here. So I'm just going to turn this around, and this is going in between the 2 tail ends again. I can just lift it and see. So we've got a bit of it down there as well. Sorry about the snow, everyone. I'm covered in it on my jeans. Oh, and it's all over here. Oh my goodness. There. Now, I'm going to put those in after I've placed my conifer, because I'd like to get the conifer in. I may not even use all of it, but I'm going to try and get as much as I can in. And I'm going to bring some under here like that. And then I may get the odd, if I've got some left, bring some on the top also, which looks quite nice. So in fact, before I do the sides, let's do the top. I can get some more. Just again, and these are some of sticking up, they're sticking, you know, they've got their own movement, and I think that adds the, you know, a lovely texture and movement to the arrangement. Again, more of a natural look. I'll just place that one in there. Just spread your greenery. That. We'll sort the bow out. I'm going to lift that. I really am. I want that to be a bit more higher up so it can be more noticed. And then I'm going to place one Do I do it around here instead? One there. And it does go, you know, if you're wanting to do a wreath for somebody and you're short on time as well, things like this, you know, would help as well to be able to do a wreath in a short space of time, and you can get it, you know, quicker done than just placing in your pines individually. So I'm going to bring some of these out here in between these two that I've placed here to make that triangle position. Again, I'm not making sure they're not going out far. I've got all snow on this one. So again, in between them two, I'm going to bring it here. Like so. Oh, I think I need some more, if I'm being quite honest, guys. So let me go and grab another bunch. I can't see no extra bits. So we'll grab another one. You get 5 stems on a bunch. Let me just take another 2 off. Let me take this hook off to start with. There we go. Right, that looks a bit long, so we'll replace that. Let's bring it in a little bit. Let's just get one on this side as well. Oh, my cat's gone out and left the door wide open. Naughty cat. Do the same with that one. And then, again, I'm going to bring, I might actually make it, where this cypress leaf is in the centre, I'm going to bring one either side of the cypress leaf. I don't know. Just to break these 2 pieces up of the eucalyptus. Just so we've got it like that. I'll cut these off the stem. Oh, let me shut that door, guys, that cat. And I bet you in about 2 minutes is going to be scratching to come back in. Oh. Oh, dear me. dearie me. Right, let's get our sage leaves. Look at the like sugar coating on those. Don't they look lovely? Like glistening, like a frosty morning. So I'm going to bring some on the bottom. Just probably 5 on the bottom. And probably 2 on the top, I think. Yeah. So I'm going to bring 5 around the bottom area. Again, let's just cut this one down. And I'm going to go, let's lift that up. Now that one just didn't go in, it's bent right over. I'm going to bring 1 there. Again, just grab the sage leaf and just, you know, bring the odd little leaf of it in, you know, mixed in with the others. So then I'm going to do it again on the opposite side. Like so. And I'm going to go around here. That's quite, oh, that's in a bigger hole. Let's put a bit more glue on it if it's going in a big hole. So it will be a bit more secure. Oh, I'm so heavy-handed. So we've gone around here, so just go across with your hand if you want to try and judge it. So it's here, so it will be around here. So there. And I think I'm going to bring one down in the centre again here, in between these 2 tail ends. Just bring that as well. Taking that one off, that leaf, it's just a bit too much. So then that is our sage leaves on the bottom. I could bring one, if I'm being quite honest, just in with this. So we've got a bit of thingy. Let me alter that poinsettia because that is as well. Again, don't be frightened to take things out if you feel it's not right. So I'm going to just move the ribbon so I don't get it caught. I can pull it out, guys. Oh my gosh, I'm grabbing the ribbon. There we go. Let's take that glue off of the frame. Just going to get my little pliers. Just grab the glue and then just remove that where the poinsettia went in. Let's put a little bit of tape on the end of it because I don't want it coming undone again. Do we want it nice and tight instead of loosey-goosey. So I'm going to go with my brown floral tape because that's what the colour of the stem is in the floral tape or paper. And I'm just going to go around to the bottom, excuse me, and back up to the top, double up, and just glue a little bit of that tape on at the top because I don't want it coming off. Just through my own experiences, it does tend to wear after a while, like anything really, guys. So I've now put it on properly and covered it with new fresh tape so I can place it back in, and I won't be placing it as deep. So let's have a look. That, I thought there was one that didn't go. Let's just get that glue. Pull that out as well and place that back in a moment. There we go. So I'm going to sit it higher. So it doesn't look out of place. So then let's just open it up again. Bring these tail ends up. Sorry about that, guys, but we all make mistakes. And then that one. Like that, and the smaller ones you'll find go in the centre, the smaller petals. Oh yes, please. Oh, my son's coming to make me another cup of coffee. Thanks. I was going to ask you, what are they called? No, they're not berries. But I've just you don't know nothing about flowers, do you? They're irritating me. Haven't you got your phone so you can take a picture?
You don't work on my phone.
All right. Oh, that's the thing, guys. On my new phone, I found out if I take a picture of, well, I can't do it while I'm videoing. But if I take a picture of an artificial flower or real flower, it scans it and then it tells me what it is, the correct name for it. Isn't that wonderful? When my son told me that, I was like, oh my gosh, does it? Oh, that's a great thing to have. So yeah, so I'm going to put this conifer back in, and that was at the bottom on this side. there we have it. So it's the eucalyptus was there, then the sage, then this cypress. There, so we've got that as we have at the moment. Look at the snow. La, da, da, da. Sorry guys. Oh, I'm in such a jolly mood. My son, he makes me laugh. Oh, my other son, he brought some new work gloves yesterday. He come home from work. I says, oh, how's your new work gloves? I've lost one. Straight away. I says, you've only had them a day. He said, I've lost one. I don't know if it's at work or if it's I've lost it walking home. So, yes. So I was looking and got him some more while I was in town, and I treated my son who came with me to get the phone. We went to a cafe and had a coffee and cake. I can't pass a cafe without having any cake. So I'm just placing in now some of the sage leaves at the top. Just get that one. And just, incorporating them within. I'm not doing them at the side. I'm going in between some of the pine needles, and I'm placing them in like so. Thank you, Honey Bunch. What are you doing? You playing? Oh, you're playing on your Xbox. Gosh, guys, when I was young, it wasn't about Xboxes or anything. It was about going outside and playing. Go skipping with your friends on the front, whichever it may be. But we had fun. None of this sit in the house all night. I'm bringing this just within. I just want to check that it's not come out. I've got a little bit that I can see just starting to protrude out at the back. So I want to just snip it off. There we go. So I've just added a bit of this sage leaf here just to give it a bit of, for the red to bounce off something lovely and light. So let's just move that. I want to see. I want to add some pine cones. But they've got glue all over them. I've got lots. Yeah, I've got some already I've placed on picks. 4. Let's get 5 out. Let's get our berry. I keep saying berries. They're not berries. What are they? What are they? Oh, guys, it's just going to bother me. So because all our red is here, I want to bring some around the side. Now, I was looking at them earlier and thinking, do I want them in clusters? You know, big clusters like that. You don't have to. If you've just got, you know, small berries on their own. I quite like the idea. So we've got, yeah, I'm going to do it in clusters instead of actually taking them apart. So let's just get 4 to start with. Cut them down with a bit of a longish stem to start with. So what I'm going to do, because the red's there, where this cypress leaf is here and on this side, there's a little gap here. So I'm wanting to just incorporate them in there just to fill that gap. So we're going to get that one in. So if I just lift up that. lift them up so that some are popping up, some are obviously lower down. And just bend the stem a little bit more. So they're there. We'll do that with this one. And because it's got its own foliage as well, that's filling in that gap as well. Now I'm considering placing one on either end here. So let's get those cut as well. And I'm just going to go through and just have those on the end. I mean, don't get me wrong, guys, I do like a bargain where I can get the most out of everything. But there's just on occasions, you know, where I don't cut things down or rip them apart. I just do keep them as they are. Turn that around. Right, so now do I think, bring one, or don't I? Let me just turn it around, guys, and see if I bring one. Yeah, you need one down there. And then I don't need no more. You know what, guys, I'll remind me when I finish recording, I will, and you know, I've switched the camera off, I will go inside and it'll come straight to my head what they are. Do you get that way? You've found, you know, you've got something and it's just irritates you because, you know, and frustrates you because you just can't think of the name, but yet you can see it in your mind. That's how I am at the moment. I can see it, but I can't remember it. Let me just... because I want that a little bit longer. So that's lovely. Oh, isn't that pretty? That really is pretty. So we've got that. Oh, you can't not have something like pine cones, guys. You just can't. Pine cones or lotus heads, but on this occasion, I'm going to go for pine cones. I want something down here. I'm just placing them. Here, I think, is it? Yeah. Let me just stand above. No. It's about here. I'm Do I bring one there? No, I may just have 4 in, guys. Or do I bring in 6 and bring 3? I may do that. So I've got the triangle position. It's all right. I've already put quite a few on picks. And have the triangle position. So if that's the case, I may just slightly move this one up a little bit. If I can get it through. Just somewhere to sit. Let it lean on there a moment. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I may just do it like that. Yeah, let me put those back. I'll clean the glue off those. I think I'm going to do it like this. I've got that as well. I may bring that in as well. And I may just pop these odd ones I've got in. Right, so yeah, let me just have a drink. Oh, it is so cold. I've got a big, oh, look at all the snow on me. I've got a big 6-foot garland to do. 3 other wreaths as well. So I'll have to get cracking on with those. So let's get these in, guys. So around here, let's just lift up that pine. Hopefully get it in, yeah. Bring that pine back down so that then that pine cone can sit on the mountain pine. Like so. I need something there. So again, I may do that instead. Yeah. While I'm thinking about it, and I am on this side, let's pop that in. There we go. Just fill in that little space. And that's around here also. Didn't even put any. The glue didn't even stick. There. So that's that one. So we'll carry on working down this side. I'll place that in the centre. So that one's just under here as well. Well, that's on the bottom. And bring this one up above in that area next to the bow. Oh, my cat's scratching on the door, guys. Can you hear it? The thing is, the door's not even shut. It's about open an inch. And usually, if it can get in the house and in the other rooms by just pushing his paw through and opening the door. But for some reason, he just can't do it with that. Let's have a look around here. There we go. Bring that down. And then one down at the bottom. That needs to go up above. So one under here. Oh, here he is. He's made it. So one at the bottom. And then another one up at the side of... Move out the way. Don't sit in front of the camera. Stay there. And then one down here. I can get it in. Oh, I totally missed it. I thought it was a bit loosey-goosey. I missed the where I'm supposed to place it in. Right, let's put some more glue on it. And then just have another look. There we are. And that can be held up like that as well. And with this single piece, I'm going to have that there. So that's what we've done as of yet. Now, concerning our bow, I've got our elements in. It's nice and full. So if you want another longer piece hanging, excuse me, or let me just have a quick drink. So you've got the two shorter ones and then a longer one, which is going to dangle just slightly longer than these two. Look where it is, about here. Let's just get this out of the way. Put the pin back in. And get a piece, the piece that you've cut. Just pinch it at the top. I mean, you don't have to, but I don't know why, guys. I just tend to twist it. It's not like it's going to go anywhere. You don't need a cable tie. Just get a floral wire. Wrap it around with one end of the floral wire and then go the opposite way with the other one. And once you've gone round enough, meet together in the middle, twist, and then just keep twisting around, one around the other wire. And then you've got that on a little pick, and you can just then add that in to wherever you want. So I'm going to place that so it's slightly under here and it's just slightly longer. So if I just turn it around, everybody, so I can just see where I want to place it. And I'm going to do it in between some of the foliage. I don't want it just sitting at the back. I want to incorporate it into the foliage. I can see a hole there. So there. So that is in. Let me just... Now then, I'm going to dovetail the end because it's on its own. I don't want it. Let me just get rid of all of this. So you've got it like that, if you can see. So that's how, what's that? Oh, let me just chop that off. I forgot to tidy up a piece of stem and I've just heard it catching. Let me check nothing's come through. No. Oh, tell a fib. One of them has. Right, so I'm going to cut that down. Just one. So that's off. Other than that, it's all perfect. So again, you can, like that, I've just seen that, you can just roll that over if you want, or put a ringlet in the bottom by just curling it under with your fingers and then just going up and then getting the piece in the center, what you started with, where the dovetail is, and pull that out, and you've just got a little ringlet. You don't have to, you know, you can do it as tight as you want. I'm quite happy to let it just hang straight. So that is our project for today. I quite like that. If it doesn't sell, guys, it's going on my door for Christmas. It really is. I quite like how full it looks and chunky. So let's get the hook. That's it, the hook. So I'll grab the hook back, place it through, and let's hang it up on the easel. And if you want to use a ribbon for the hook, you can also use a ribbon. It doesn't have to just be wired hook. You can make it a nice pretty ribbon. It's entirely your decisions, guys. Let's get that snow. It's got snow on it. Now let me think, does something need to go there? Oh, you know me, guys. I spot things when I've finished. Let me move the camera up because I do think something's missing. Just on the front, because there's a lot of red around the sides. Just get rid of all of this glitter and snow. So let's just alter. So we'll just come back a little bit. Can you see where I mean? You see where the sage leaves are on the sides? There's something just a little bit missed there, and I think, you know, here, it may be those. Do that after it. Don't know if it's those or a smaller cluster of them, not so big. Oh, let's have a look. Oh, it is cold, guys. You're going to have to excuse me. I'm just going to put my jacket on because it is really chilly. Oh, my goodness me. Right, let's get... Do I get a couple of those? I may. I'm going to get some other red berries. And I'll get those. Instead of those with the big cluster. That's on the side. Yeah, that's on the side. So we can't really have something in the same place. Not in a cluster. So I think, let's move all that. Just got to be something. Oh, that's got leaves on. Oh, I don't know where that one's come from. Let me just turn it towards you guys and let me come back out and have a look. La da da. And you know what I think as well? I think it needs a ribbon for the hook. It looks a bit slim and hollow, you know, in that area, like it's dipped right far down. So I'm thinking something slightly more of a ribbon or a different ribbon just to actually fill that bit in. Just here. It looks, it's all full and chunky here, then it dips in, it goes inwards. So I think to make that stand out a little bit, and plus it looks a bit something looks a bit lopsided. It needs to have a chunky bow. I'm going to put them in there. So what? Oh, it's that. What's sitting wrong? I thought something weren't right. So that goes like that, and that goes like that. So yeah, I'm going to also get a chunkier bow. Let me just think now, do I get the red velvet? Oh, put my jacket on. I'm ever so nesh, guys. As it gets colder, I may be doing tutorials with my jacket on because I am very cold. Do I get that or do I get a tartan one? Let's get one of each down and let's have a look. So that's that one. I've got this roll that could be doing with using up, so I'll try that. Now let's see which looks better. I bet it'll be the tartan one. And I've got this, what needs to be used. There's not really much left on it. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to go, I think, with the tartan. Let me get these berries in as well. We don't want those. So I'm going to need to get these in around here. Just to cover this little space. Because it looks a bit like it's got no red in it and it's like missing something. And because you've got a lot of red around the outer side, you want something just slightly on the inner side. Even if it's just a little bit. And that's the right. So let's get our scissors again. It doesn't look like it's going to be the velvet one. So what I'm going to do here, let me bring, did I bring the camera up, guys? Oh, I can't remember, yeah. It maybe needed to go up a little bit more now, so you can see. So what I'm going to do, I've just got my Let me move that. I've just gotten my ribbon, my tartan, and because it's quite thin, because I do like to buy thick, you know, ribbons as well as thin. Thin sometimes I like, well, I use silk as well, but sometimes I like thick, you know, wide ribbon, but thin. So when I do make hooks, because it's not thick in, you know, width, or not width, you know what I mean, thick material, it will bend easier to make a hook. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cut off that for now. I can cut it down. I mean, and this is about 24 inches long. So let me just grab, I'm going through the wreath like that, you know, just going through it like this, meeting at the top. I can grab it. And then I'm coming down to where I'm going to want the hook, or where the start of it is. So it's going to be around there. So I'm just going to hold it. Let me get this, just seeing a small green cable tie. I'll use that. So I've got this little cable tie. I'm going to go around where I've pinched that, where I want it. Just to hold, because it, you know, if it's outside, I don't want it coming undone with wear and tear, so I'd rather have it, you know, attached tightly. So I've done that. So now you can either dovetail the top and have it like that, and then just hook it. I'm going to remove the other one while we're here, and I can just take that off. So now I can get it, place that there. It might not be centralized at the moment, guys, but I've got that there. So again, you can now dovetail this top bit. So if I show you, 1, 2, and just have a little dovetail there. Or if you feel you want a little bit more than just that, just make a small little chocolate box bow, where when I just move that again, let's get the snow off here. I don't want to get the snow all over the ribbon. I'll do it in my hand. Let me get another cable tie. So you can just get this if you want it dovetailing. We'll dovetail it just to show. And I'm going to do just 2 loops, guys. I'm not doing any more. I'm going to probably do around 6-inch tail end. So when I found the 6-inch, pinch together like so. I mean, I'm right-handed, so I hold it in my left. If you're left-handed, you probably hold it in your right. And then I'm going to do just around a 4-inch loop either side. So pinch it where, and it'll be 8 inch on your mat. Bend it in half and place it underneath, in between your fingers and thumb, like that. Twist, measure out another 8-inch, pinch it where the 8 inches, bend it then away from you, but then go underneath where you've just placed that one in between your thumb and finger. To measure it, just put your fingers in like so, and if they meet at the top, it's the exact. then twist and pull down, because it's coming down with this one, not keeping it up at the top here. So I twist and pull down, and then I'll just snip that much off. I will get my cable tie to attach it. And if you want as well, you see, I like to show you different options. And if you wish, and you think, well, I'd like a little bit in the centre to cover my mechanics, cut a little piece off like this, fold it in half, and then just pinch, leaving about half an inch or to an inch at the bottom. Place it on top of these loops in the centre, again leaving it overlap or overhanging slightly where your thumb is, of about an inch, so the cable tie can attach to that, and then leave that onto one side. So then get your cable tie, go through, and then I'm going to use floral wire. So I'm just going to go through the back like you would if you was making your bows, and then I'm going to pull tight immediately, because I've got no reason to manipulate anything, you know, move the loops in any other position. I want them there like that. Twist your little bow. Oh, I broke it. Oh my goodness, they were rubbish. Let me get something stronger. Another green one, but stronger. Well, that was rubbish. I won't use those again. I'll do the same. Another green one. Just go around the back with it. Let me get another. I'm going to go through the cable tie again with the wire, because I do like to use, you know, I'm not saying I don't use thicker ribbon, but I do like to use a thinner ribbon when I do the hooks, because they're easier to use as well. I find them is, you know, I'm not saying that they definitely are, but I find them slightly easier because they you can move them better than the thicker ones. The thicker ones tend to have a position where they hold in one place. Right, I've got this little bit of excess where I've placed that centerpiece. Now I've attached the cable tie. I'm cutting closer to the cable tie in the center. So now I've got my loop on this side. Let me just open that tail end up. I've got my loop on this side, and then the bit that we placed, what we cut off in the middle to hide our mechanics, I'm just going to do that with. So we've cut that at a dovetail, this one, so I'm now going to do this one as well. So you've got it like that, and that now I'm going to place around this where the mechanics are, where the cable tie is there. So I'm going to attach my wire just on there, if you can see, because it will sit like that then. So I'm just going to grab that, twist at the back. Let me just make sure that I'm not catching it on anything. Oh, I thought I was. One moment, guys. I've caught it on the hook on the easel. Now let me check. That's better. So let me just get that back in position. I will get it in position, guys. I think I've altered this. Let me just take it off. I can't see right up there. So I'm basically, where the hook is, the first piece of ribbon that we put on, I'm just placing the wire around there. So I want it to, and that's just to hide the mechanics on that side as well. And I'm gonna twist. And then bend that over so it doesn't catch anybody. And I've left the little dovetails on that we did to start with. What if I just turn it around and place it back on my easel. And then just straighten up the bow. I think one dovetail's longer than the other. And then just fluff up the bow. You can cut these two little ones off at the back that you started with from the first hook, but sometimes I think they add a little extra to it. I'm going to cut that so I don't, just shorter. That's better. Straighten that one up. So then I've done it like that. So then you instead, I think that will look much better than the hook again, because it's such a quite a chunky arrangement and it's quite full with volume. That rope just looked too slim and it just didn't give it any justice really. So let me just come away and have a look. And I'll probably, yeah, you see now immediately that is much better. If I show you, it's much better. It doesn't look so odd now because you've got something bigger at the top than the small little rope. So that's our project done for today, guys, and I hope you enjoyed that. I wanted to show you, you know, that by using a bit of a garland, you know, how it does the majority of the work for you, because it's already got all the foliage on and you haven't got to place in lots of pieces. You can just place in that one piece. So I wanted to do that. And also I'm glad I've also shown you with the hook how it could look much better with the hook as well, which is a good thing. And I think my coffee's gone cold. Oh, it's not bad. So if I just move all that out of the way, we don't want all the work things in the way. And that ribbon. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys, and I hope that you're going to give it a go yourself, you know, and try and you know, just get a bit of garland. It doesn't have to again be the garland I am. I'm a true believer, you don't have to, if you haven't got some of the, you know, the elements that I've placed in, don't worry guys, please don't worry, because you can use spruce from a garland, the other spruce, you know, what you'd have if you had an artificial tree, or you could use cypress leaves, conifer, you could use tree pine, like I love using tree pine, you know, cedar, anything like that. You don't have to have these garlands that I have. If you have, you know, wonderful, you know, use them. And if not, and you haven't got the long pines like that, but you've got the smaller ones in these mountain pines, you can just use those as well. But please don't worry if you haven't. And you've got other pine needles. I mean, I've got other garlands I could have used. What I've got pine on, I could have used, you know, my other pine, tree pine, what I've got, fern, use some fern as well, that would be lovely. You know, if you haven't got the eucalyptus silver dollar, but you've got the other eucalyptus cinerea, use that. You know, it doesn't mean to say that because I've done it this way, you've got to go out and, you know, spend and buy everything that I've used. Don't break your bank balance on me, guys. You know, it doesn't matter. All wreaths are beautiful no matter what you place in them, any arrangement as well. You know, you could put ivy in it, you could put holly and ivy, you could put mistletoe. You know, I've not put that in, even though I've got those elements and those items, I've not placed them in. You could put variegated ficus in. You know, you could put anything along those lines in. Even just white foliage. You don't, you know, you don't have to have flocked. Just put a bit of white fern in or something to give you that little Christmassy touch. But don't go out and think, I must get this, I must get that. Oh guys, please no. You know, that I wouldn't like. I'd rather you try and see and use your idea and use your thoughts on trying to make something maybe similar to this, but from try and use what you've got and see how beautiful it can come up with without having to go out and get everything I've used. I did have a lady asking me, she's finding it hard to buy everything, you know, for what I used for a certain arrangement I did I think a few days ago, you know, and if I could send the link. I can't, well, I could send the links to everything that I bought, but it'd be doing it individually. And there was a lot of pieces in the arrangement. So there'd be loads of links. But the thing is, you know, I told her basically where to get them from and just type in, you know, what she heard me say. Because I always, at the beginning of a video, tell you what I'm going to use. So, you know, she could go on, the lady, if you're listening, go on that shop, what I sent to you, and then just type in what you heard me say at the beginning of the video, what we're using. Like today I'm gonna use some conifer, I'm gonna use some sage leaves, I'm gonna use some pine needles. Just type that in, but always put the word artificial first. Otherwise it may start taking you to real flowers. So, but again, you don't have to, you know, if you feel you would love to go out and buy everything that I've used and try and do something very, very similar, you know, that's your choice, guys. You know, I'm not in control of your finances, and I would never dictate to anybody or tell people what to do with their pennies. It's not me. But I'm honoured if you want to try what I've done. I'm truly and grateful and really honoured. It's very heartwarming of you. But if you haven't got the finances, please don't go short just to get them. Try and use what you've got, guys. Because the last thing on my mind, I wouldn't like to hear or know if somebody couldn't, you know, afford to pay a bill because they've gone and got everything that I've done. you know, oh, that hurts me, you know. So please try and do what you can. But and I know even if you've not got this, I know it's going to be beautiful. Everybody's work's beautiful, guys. You know, even if you're a beginner, I always say, you've started on that line, whether it be a hobby or not, to doing flower arrangement. That's a beautiful thing in itself. So from then on, everything's beautiful. That's how I look at it, guys. Whether you're a beginner or you're advanced in, you know, colour, styles, form, designs, you know, however, full designs, minimalistic, basic, it doesn't matter, guys. Everything is beautiful. You're beautiful, your work's beautiful, and the world's beautiful. So, have a wonderful day. Please subscribe, share and like, and enjoy your crafting and have fun and keep creating beautiful, beautiful arrangements. And I'm proud of you all. So again, subscribe, share and like to the world, to everybody who you know, to all your friends, family, whomever, guys. It'd be great, you know, if they come along and join my channel as well, just to even watch. They don't have to do the flowers to themselves, just as a, you know, to come and enjoy the time watching somebody create. That's as much as, you know, that means so much to me, just, you know, just as much as it would if you was, you know, if you was a professional. Just to get my business recognised and, you know, to help it grow, guys. I'd much appreciate it. And I really am so thankful for all your comments. And again, I always reply to absolutely everyone. There's not one that I miss. And if I've spotted one the following day and I thought, oh, that lady emailed me, sent me a message 2 days ago and I've not replied, I'm straight on it. I won't go without not replying, because I love you all and I'm honoured and grateful for you taking your time out. So have a wonderful day. Again, keep creating. Please subscribe, share and like to everybody. Leave a comment. I'd be, you know, much appreciated. Take care, good health, and if it's really cold where you are like it is here, guys, please wrap up warm. And I love you all, and I shall see you tomorrow. Bye for now. Bye-bye. Right, let's just have a quick look at a close-up. My cat thinks I'm going to feed him. Oh, hello. So here we go, guys. There's the bow that we did. Just to lift the little ones up at the top, the little ones from this hook here. I've left those little bits at the top. That adds a little bit more to the bow. Chocolate box bow that I did on the front of it, just with 2 loops and that little extra bit in the center. Now there, guys, rose hip. That's it, rose hips. Oh my God, gracious me, I've got it. Oh, I know myself, guys, and I just knew I would get them. Rose hips. Oh, praise the Lord. I knew it. Right, I knew. Oh my gosh, I can't get over myself now. Rose hips, guys. There's the rose hips. I can't stop saying it now. There's the flocked cypress. This is the mountain pine from the garland. They are my pine cones. The conifer. The eucalyptus, silver dollar, just there. Then the sage leaves. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, here. Look at the little sugar-coated sprinkle on it. Doesn't that look lovely? Like a little frosty feeling. And then we've got our beautiful velvet poinsettia with the ripply leaves. I love it. Really pretty. And then we've got our lovely green and red bow or ribbon with the loops on the edging, which are really pretty as well. Where I've extended one at the bottom and just added in an extra, you know, little one. And other than that, guys, that's all we've used. So there's not many elements in there, but I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you had fun. Have a wonderful day. Now I know it's rose hips. I could just see it in my head. So have a great day, guys. All the best, and I love you lots. Bye for now.